Welcome to another video. Today we're reviewing the Captains of Crush hand grippers from the United States. I managed to get 9 out of 11. They have 11 levels. I don't have the 0.5 because I bought them from Rogue and Rogue doesn't have the 0.5. And I also didn't get the 4 because honestly there's no point. I got the 3.5 for like collective issues, I guess, for purposes, but yeah, that's gonna happen probably a few years from now. I'm gonna do some quick warm-ups. I have never attempted the 3. I haven't attempted it. I closed the 2.5 recently once I bought it, within the week that I purchased it. And I have never tried this. I'm probably gonna go from the 2 to the 3 immediately because the 2.5 is my absolute max. And if I max out the 2.5, I'm not gonna be able to do much with the number 3. Let's get to it. I forgot to mention the packaging since I'm reviewing the product. This is the packaging it comes in. I kept all the cardboards. I kept all the packages for my grippers. I'm a freak. So I kept all of them. I usually take a razor and I very carefully trim it around so I can extract the gripper from its packaging. I have it in my pocket. And this is the Captains of Crush hand grippers. Let me see. Yeah, we're good. This is what they look like. I mean, it's a beautiful gripper. What I enjoy the most, honestly, is the knurling. It's very, very rough. And I enjoyed it because my hands are rough from all the lifting all these years and all that shit. So it really helps me get a grip, no pun intended. It's just very, very easy to set and to close up properly. So this is the gripper. Aluminum handles, as you can see. Captains of, that's the trainer, and it's got the logo in the middle right here, that little ring. Now we're gonna get to our warm-up. This is the guide. That's the lightest gripper that they have. I'm just gonna do a couple of warm-ups here. It's also brand new. I haven't oiled it yet. I should. Guide left-handed. This is the Sport, and it's rated at, from Iron, it's rated at 80 pounds. I don't know if you can see that, but the guide was 60 pounds. The Sport is 80 pounds, so let's just do a few. Sport left-handed. This is the trainer, rated at 100 pounds. Trainer, left-handed. Slipping a little bit. So now we're into the heavier grippers, like my working sets. That's number 1, Captains of Crush number 1. Number 1 left-handed, just a single. That's the 1.5, and I choked up because the 1 was a bit slippery in my hand. .5 left-handed. That's the number 2. I don't know if you can see it at all, but number 2 left-handed. Now this is the first time I'm attempting the COC number 3. I'm pretty excited, I'm pretty anxious actually. I'm actually nervous, I'm a lot of things right now. I need to get pissed. I need to do what I do with my powerlifting and strongman training and suck myself up and close it as far as I can, because I know I cannot close this right now. The 2.5 was my absolute max, so I know this is not happening today, but I need to see how close I can get the handles. Another thing I want to mention is that this 3, and I talked to a friend of mine on Instagram. He goes by Inspector Haynes on YouTube. He's a strongman powerlifter, Icelandic guy, and he's helped me a lot with the periodization of my grip training. He's a beast, by the way. He's certified on the number 3, I think last year, or 19 or 20, something like that. So I want to mention, because I trailed off, that this 3 is much wider than, I don't know if you can see it, yeah, is much wider than the other ones. I mean, that's a huge difference. It's like half a centimeter, and that is definitely a disadvantage. At the same time, it just, it forces me to work harder, which is okay. I don't mind hard work. But to point out, and what he said, now to come full circle, Hannes, his Icelandic name is, Hannes said that most of his 3s are actually pretty wide. So I'm not going to bitch about it. I'm just going to attempt it. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, that's the COC number 3. That's the number 3 again. That's the second attempt, and I actually went in and I oiled up the spring, because I never attempted it, so I heard the squeaking as I was closing it. Now, my hand is pretty done, but I'm gonna attempt a second time anyway. So. Yeah, about the same. Now, since I like to train both hands equally, not the left hand is a little bit weaker than the right hand, I'm gonna attempt a 2.5 close with the left hand. I don't think I can close it, but I'm gonna give it my best anyway. It's a deep set again. Nah, okay. So that was the video. Not much of a technical aspect review, but more of a testing my grip video. But it was all about the captains of crush. As you can see, it's 9. I'm holding the 3, and the 3.5. So that's 9 out of 11. I think I'm pretty set when it comes to the captains of crush line. That was my first attempt with the number 3. I'm quite pleased. Maybe it doesn't look like it, but I am. And this is definitely one off my bucket list. Owning the Captains of Crush Grippers line, which is difficult because I'm in Greece. They're very costly to ship, and customs and all that stuff. And of course, how close I could get to the number 3. And I was definitely closer than I expected. I was probably half a centimeter or so. And now I can also safely say that the COC 3 is about the same resistance as all of my 300-pound rated grippers from the other companies. So I see in the gripper forums, I see it on Facebook, some people on Instagram, a few messages here and there asking me, what do you think about 300? Is it the same as the Captains of Crush number 3? And I say it is very similar, depending on the gripper, because I may have 3 or 4 different number 3s, and they all vary. None of them will be exactly the same resistance, but they are very, very indeed close to the 300 grippers. That was the video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I actually enjoyed it very much. Subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.